Oh, good morning, good afternoon. How are y'all doing? My name is Jacob. Welcome back. Hello. We're done with that. I don't know. It's been forever since I made a video. This book has made me want to read again and make a video. And guessing from the title, you can probably already guess. And that is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Whoa! So I'm 100 pages in. I'm only there, but I am hooked. This man hooked me in. I am reading with the audiobook, which is pure perfection. But I am loving Kaladin and Shalon. I forgot. Oh my god. But I was obsessed with this. I couldn't put it down. When I tell you this reading year has been rough, it has been uber rough. I have not been. It took me a month to read City of Brass. That book should not have taken me a month, but it did. And here I am now, trying to finish a 1,000-page book before I go back to work in 2 weeks. I think it's doable. I only have 22 hours left on the audiobook. It's fine, and that's at 2 times speed. No, I'm thoroughly obsessed with this so far. We got Kaladin, we got 50 prologues. Which I'm sure will come into play later down the line. But we got Kaladin, who is the heir to the throne. But he's a super soldiery guy. He is fighting in this war and he wants to go to the Shattered Plains. Is that right? Am I making words up? Yeah, the Shattered Plains. I know what I'm talking about. He wants to go to the Shattered Plain with his armies and that's where he wants to fight. But he gets captured and he's enslaved, and that's pretty much all I know, and he's branded for making attempt after attempt of escape and all that. Then we follow Shalon, who wants to become this studious person and be tutored under this esteemed person of knowledge, because in this world the women hold true to all the arts and sciences and reading, and the men are basically there to fight. And so it's very important for women to know all those things. But the magic system so far is 10 out of 10. He just knows how to. He's just so good at writing. I felt at home when I picked up this book. There was no hesitation getting into it, but just comfort. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited. And it's a great thing because I have book 2 and 3 in hardback as well, because I found them in half-price books for $10. Hello, this $30 book. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta do a few more things before I can get to reading, but I'm gonna be reading today, hopefully another 100 pages, and I'm just so obsessed with it. So, I'll see you in the next clip. Bye-bye. So, I made it to the end of part 1, which is 164 pages in, which does not look like a lot. So, they both kind of got their goals, sort of, not really. Kaladin is, back in the fight. He has said, he's going to try to escape enslavement again. And Shalon has gotten her somewhat apprenticeship. Not really, but kind of, sort of. Not really. That's it. We're on to the interludes. Now, the only thing that a little bit confuses me is it says the interlude is with 3 different characters. So I don't know what that has to do with anything, or who that is. But I feel like it's pretty good progress for 2 days, if I do say so myself. Also, I kind of just like the spine. It's kind of just fun. But yeah, I'm going to continue reading. I think I got this bookmark in the Isle of the Emerald Sea? Trust in the Emerald Sea or something like that. That book box, the first one. I think it has to do with something in the Stormlight Archive, so I figured I'd use it for this. But I do have 2 more of those boxes that I'm waiting to unbox. Right now I want to focus on this and just enjoy it, because I'm having fun with it. But the descriptions of everything is just so beautiful, and I love his writing. I forgot how much I enjoyed it. I am a little confused on some of the magic aspects, but I'm sure that will get more ironed out the more we use it. Something with Shalon's, something with soul casting. That's the part that's a little bit unclear for me. And I lied about the, ever never-ending war. This war has only been going on for 6 years. So kind of lied about that one. But yeah, he wants to get back into the fight, and I don't blame him. and I want to get back into the reading. So I'm going to be doing that. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'll be held. We'll see y'all then. Toodaloo. It feels a little weird to be back into this game. But like, side tangent, I haven't felt like this, like, enthralled by a fantasy book since I finished reading the Inheritance trilogy. And like, those are the vibes that I've been needing. Like that kind of reading. Just like, I've been missing that so much. So I'm hoping, this is it. This is going to be the one. I mean, clearly it is. I've been enjoying myself, but maybe this is the book that's got me back into reading. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to go back into reading. Speaking of, talk like. Okay, so like, I don't know. I forget how to record things, but I am on page 384 of The Way of Kings, and I am still thoroughly enjoying it. Like, severely, incredibly enjoying it. There's just something, like, Brandon Sanderson can write characters that I, like, instantly fall in love with. And it's so impressive. I don't know how he does it. We're still, like, trotting along, and, like, it feels like I've read so much, but, like, also not at the same time. What a color combo. So I don't know. It's fun. Right now, this whole, like, part's just, I just forgot his name. Kaladin. Was Kaladin and Dalinar and Adolin. So Adolin is the son of Dalinar, who is like a high prince, right? The brother or the uncle of the king. And the old King Gavilar was assassinated in one of the interludes or prologues. And so now we're following that. But basically, if you've never read this, I guess I should give a review, a little synopsis. Basically, there's this war between the Parshendi and I forgot the other word. But they've been fighting for 6 years, ever since the death of King Gavilar, and now his son, Eklund. Oh no, I hate this man so much with passion. Elokar, I was right, who's now the king, and they are fighting, and they have like territories on these plains that have giant cracks and like ravines, so like they have to bring in these bridges to cross them with their armies once an attack happens. And Dalinar is reading this book called The Way of Kings, which is what his brother Gavilar read before he died, and now Dalinar is seeing visions, and he thinks it's because he's special. I don't know. Still confused by that. His son, Adolin, is like, get your ass in gear and let's go back to fight, because Dalinar used to be a very, like, feared soldier. His nickname was the Blackthorn. And then each high prince of an area owns, like, a section of these lands, and they have, like, their own crew and such. And so there's another high prince who's, like, kind of up there with Dalinar. His name is Sadius, which, like, burning passion of hatred. I hate him so much. He's such an asshole. I hate him so much. He has a bridge crew, the people that carry the bridges to go across the gaps that Kaladin is on. And these are like slave built. They carry the bridges across all these terrains so the army can cross. And I think that's it. Kaladin is trying to like lead a rebellion. 10 times the charm, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Like, super enjoying it. So I'm just gonna lay here and read more and eat some cookies. That's that.
Bridge 4 had been called out on a bridge run today. Thankfully, they arrived before the Parshendi, and none of the bridge crews had lost any men. Things hadn't gone so well for the regular Alethi troops. The Alethi line had eventually buckled before the Parshendi assault, and the bridge crews had been forced to lead a tired, angry, and defeated troop of soldiers back to the camp. Kaladin was bleary-eyed with fatigue from staying up late working on the reeds. His stomach growled perpetually from being given a fraction of the food it needed, as he shared his meals with 2 wounded. That all ended today.
All alone again tonight, but you don't seem to forget about yourself. Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected. The flowers and the birds and bees, the northern lights, yeah, we're all affected. Watching, pray, pray, pray. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out.
just finished part 2. I had like the biggest like jaw drop moment of the book so far, because I literally just put 2 and 2 together that Shalon, who's like the main character in the first part, is the niece to Dalinar. And like they said her name a couple of times, but for some reason that just didn't click until now.
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
But I just thought it was so funny. I was like, what? Mind blown. I guess we're gonna talk about spoilers on this, because like I don't know what else to talk to. But like Dalinar decided to abdicate the throne. So I was just looking at all the pictures and the right. Decided to abdicate the throne because he doesn't want to go down the same path that Gavlar went through. A little flam. Because he doesn't want to go berserk like Gavlar did towards the end after reading the books. So he's like, let's nip it in the butt and get it over with. So I'm intrigued to see the repercussions of that. In the next part, Kaladin is getting closer to succeeding to lead a rebellion. Hopefully. They go into the chasms. I kept calling them plateaus with like cracks. They're chasms. Shattered Plains is the area. I couldn't think of the names. But he went down because when they're not carrying bridges, they get menial labor, and he got tasked to go down. Him and his crew went down below to fish out anything good from the bodies, and he got a spear, and he's like with it, and all the bridgemen are like, whoa. So now he's a little more respected, you know? So yeah, I'm on to the second set of interludes, which is Rhysand, Axius, and Seth, which I believe were the first set. I believe they were the ones in the first set of interludes, which I could be very wrong. I am indeed very wrong, except for Zeth, which I believe is the assassin of Gavlar, whatever his name is. I think that's all I got. So there's 5 more interludes, or 5 more parts. I'm going into part 3, which is another like 300 pages. Mr. Sanderson, he really knows how to write a big book. I'm not even halfway. I'm only on page 428 out of 1001. But I'm really liking it, so that's all that matters. And that's enough rambling. I'm gonna get back to reading. I also totally forgot about this. But there was a brief, like, once mentioned of Hoyd in the first part-ish. But if I'm remembering correctly, there was a Hoyd was one of the main characters in Trust of the Emerald Sea. I'm like, oh, look at that connection. So I'm assuming Hoyd's coming back sometime in this series, or in these next 3 books. Oh. I'm so good. I literally just flipped to a random page, and the first name I saw was Hoyd, so I'm talented. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's all I had to say during this interlude. That thought came to my head. Yeah. I am on page 518, which is past the 50% mark, so shout out to me. I would like to thank me and Libro FM and Michael, what's his last name? Kate Herring, for getting me through this. It's so dark. Oh well. I don't feel like getting any more lights out. Oh well. I just wanted to say, enthralled. I was just thinking, as I was making popcorn, because obviously, like, come on, like, popcorn? Come on. I have to. Why? Because I'm getting into this part where Kaladin just tested this new bridge carrying method, and like he was all gung-ho about it, but it really messed up like the whole army, and now he was punished, and now he's strung upside down outside during this high storm that's coming out, and you don't survive those. In my picturing, it's like a category 4 hurricane that happens like on the reg. Maybe category 6? I don't know. I don't live in a place that gets hurricanes, so I do not know that information. But I feel like some things are about to go down. I'm excited to see what's about to happen. And I'm just enjoying it. Is this book making me fall back in love with reading? Like, I read The City of Brass. That took me a month. And that was only 300 pages. This is Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. 1,000 pages. And this has taken me like 3 days. 4 days. I think I'm back. But yeah, I'm like so pumped. I'm so hooked. We just had a whole chapter of Shalon. Because this whole part's with Shalon and Kaladin. We had this guy trying to... Sorry, there's fireworks going on. I don't know why. I hate it. Anyways. Oh, this guy was trying to, like, protect Shalon, trying to protect Shalon from, like, becoming a heretic because her ward, or her, like, teacher... apprenticeship is under the sister of the king, who is a heretic and doesn't believe in the All-Father and, like, religion, because she's like, there's no proof. So she's like, if you can find me proof, I'll believe it, but I don't find proof. I don't see proof. Which is always interesting, which is, like, kind of like a common theme throughout some of his books, is, like, religion. And it's always interesting, especially in this one, to, like, write such a character that is so against religion in that sense, especially from him, because I know he is, actually, this could be a practicing Mormon. I don't know if that's fully the truth. I should look into that before I make such claims. But, like, a person who obviously believes in faith is writing, like, these perspectives and from everyone. I just find that interesting. So, yeah, with popcorn, with book, water in hand, we're gonna get into this chapter. I'm pumped. It's gonna be such a good chapter. Let's go.
So here's a reminder to look at life that's pouring into you.
All I'm saying is, in chapter 36, yes, and I really said women. Brandon Sanderson really said women.
Women, they...
I was like, oh, she went out to prove a point about philosophy and, like, just basically, like, don't I have a right to defend myself? Like, I was like, oh, it's a good chapter. It was a good chapter. I enjoyed that. And of course, what's her face? Shalon is all like, you don't have the right. I mean, she brings a great counter argument to be like, you don't have the right to decide who's right and wrong in their fate in that kind of situation. So, like, philosophy proven, which was the whole reason of that excursion into a dark alley in the middle of the night in a not so safe part of town where they were definitely about to get murdered, and she killed 4 people using magic. Go off, yes.
Let me tell you once again, and you know that it's true. Forget about seeing it or hearing it. In the end, you must feel. Forget about all you know. You need to go. It's okay to let go. Just let it go, go, go. Then you're breathing in. You're breathing out. We're breathing in. We're breathing out.
A.M. in the car playing our favorite song. Turn it up, windows down, we sing along. The summer night has just begun. Alright, let's have some fun. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. Calling sick in the morning, baby, don't leave. They don't need to know we're out here wild and free. They say we're crazy, it's too much. And yeah, we're crazy, deep in love. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. This is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. This is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go.
Okay, I know the lighting is like shit right now, but you're gonna bear with me just because I want to talk about this last chapter I just read, which was 45. Nope, that's live 44. It was like the weeping, and it was just so good, like so good, like the description of like the what's his name? Please hold. Were shown like his ploy of getting that to work, and like the loophole of like digging back at his family, and like the relationship that he built just in this one chapter with all four of them, and then how quick Laren, his dad, was to turn on him. It was such like a parent thing. I mean, it's a little accusatory, but like it happens a lot where parents, I think it just made things worse. Anyways, I've like, this was supposed to be our dream. Like, it was like a beautiful moment of like the mom, Hasina, was like on the roof with the boys, and like she was like, yeah, it's your choice, you do what you want to do, you know, don't let us impact your decision, you follow your heart, what you want to do. And then when like push comes to shove, like he chose to go with his brother and save him, so that's why he volunteered. And then like his father being like, you ruined our plans, this was what we were supposed to do, I lost both of you. And like, and the line was like, why have you done this to me? And like, just like, but Caliban's like, what? Like, I'm doing my thing, like, you always wanted to do it. It was just so good. But yeah, I'm on page 45. I'm on page 45. I'm on chapter 45, page 627. We're back into Shallan's perspective, and I'm really enjoying Shallan's perspective. It is getting a little, like, I get a little annoyed sorry also if it's loud, because my air conditioner is going, but it's hot. It is a little annoying at times with Shallan, just her perspective, and like of like having such profound like relationship, like this dynamic of like teacher and student with Yasna, and then like all of a sudden she flips me like, I gotta go be with my family, but then like all of her brothers are like gonna screw her over, and like she like even thinks it through of like, as soon as I give this back to them, like I'm gonna be married off and that's it. So I'm just like, don't do that. Screw that, brothers. Make them do some work. she's out here doing it all, becoming a scholar, a philosopher at the moment. And now you just want to, like, reap the rewards. No, that's all I got. I mean, her and Addy, what's his name? What's that boy's name? Capsule. I wasn't even close. Capsule are cute together, and I think he should drop the religion like it's hot, and they should get together, and that's the end of them. Even though there is 9 more books, and I think for the War is, like, she's on the cover, so I think she's, like, the main focus of it. But, so yeah. So, like, as you saw, I cleaned out my little shelf, which has been bothering me for so long, and I finally did it. And I'm like, once I finish this, do I just immediately go into Words of Radiance, or do I go and pause and, like, read something else and then go back into it? My goal this year was to literally read all 4 books this summer, and here we are with a week. Yeah, a week, and then I'm back at work, so reading the Stormlight Archives in a week. Let's see. I guess I'll get back to it. Oh lordy. So I finished part 3 of The Way of Kings, and I think it was my favorite part. That's kind of a lot of it. It was just something about this part with Kaladin and Shallan. Something with Kaladin and Shallan and their just development of not even just the plot, but, like, of themselves. And, like, first of all, Kaladin, how am I trying to say that? Like you go through this whole part. Was this part where I'm trying to remember when he failed his whole mission of trying to, you know, turn the bridge crews into greatness. Yeah, so it started with him being so, like, the leader, like, the men of the bridge crew have gained such a respect for Kaladin. They're so uniformed, and then they're like a team, and then you go through the whole, like, he's gonna turn it around, and then, you know, it fails. Which then he gets put out into the storm, and then he survives, and then he becomes even more respected among the men. And then, like, this is like, I'm never gonna try to attempt to escape again, and now here he is, once again, trying to escape. But this time, I feel like it's gonna work out. 1, because why put in the book if it's not? 2, it's just going to be more well thought out, and he has a bigger, you know, like, I just think it's a better chance of survival. But then you like, go through that whole arc, and, like, that up and down and up again, and, like, the bonding between the crewmen, and learning about each of the crewmen, and you learn more about Kaladin's past, of how you got to this part of the book, and, like, seeing, like, the part where, like, you ruined this for me from his father when he decided to join the army to protect his brother, and then reading, you know, like, how even, like, the perceived good guys of something can still turn their back and hurt you, like, when this is full of spoilers, so when he killed the Shardbearer and then gave it to his team, high-ranking soldier in his squad, because he didn't want it, because of how disdained he felt for it, and then how in the end it didn't matter anyways, because the leader killed them all and branded Kaladin as a slave to send him away, because it wouldn't bear well for him to be, like, heard that, like, oh, it was gifted to him from Kaladin, and he didn't kill the Shardblade. And he was supposed to be, in Kaladin's perspective, like, the good guy. He promised his father that Tian would be a messenger for so long, like, he wouldn't put him in harm's way, which now I'm kind of second guessing how that ended up. But that whole arc, and then you get Shallan's, like, I'm becoming a student, falling low-key in love with the Capsule, and then that whole betrayal, which I think that's a setup. I don't think Capsule actually attempted to kill Shallan, and Yasud. Why does that feel wrong? Oh, well, anyways, I don't think that's true. But, like, the part that annoys me with Shallan is that she wants to go back to her family, which, like, she tried to steal the Soulcaster, and then she got caught because she gave it back to Shallan. Nope, Yasin, whatever her freaking name is, to save her life to purify the blood, and now she's like, get out of here, you're done with you. It's just a whole whirlwind of emotions, and I'm so here for it. And Shallan's like, I just feel like Shallan would be like, I want to be back under that. She needs to go back. and be a student, because I really enjoyed like her learning and all that and like teaching so much, which I think something's going to come to light. I don't know. I feel like she definitely burned that bridge. That's not really happening anymore, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm on to part 4, which I don't know. The interludes are interesting. I feel like they serve purposes, but I don't really know what. You learn about the Spren, which is I guess pointful. I don't know. But I don't understand, like, the one where, like, the one before where it was, like, the girl who was smashing art. I don't know. And then you follow Seth Villano, the assassin. So, I don't know. I think it's just quite interesting, and I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait for the next part. So it's only, like, 200, 300 more pages, I think. Almost there. But, yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Update you when I update you. I've been putting off reading the last 200 pages of this because I know the Sander Lynch is about to happen, and I'm just not ready. So I have 4 hours left of the audiobook, and I think I'm just going to try to hunker down and finish this bad boy right now. I would film a little montage, but I gotta unload this memory card, so I mean, montage could still happen, so, but yeah, still loving it, we're following Kaladin and Dalinar and Adolin, some soldiers, we're getting fighting, let's go, we're gonna finish this one today. Oh god, that was ugly.
Changed since we last spoke. Life's been good to you, and I see that you're with someone new. Maybe you are better off.
Kaladin glared at the 3 glowing topaz spheres on the ground in front of him. The barrack was dark, empty save for Tefn himself. Logan leaned in the sunlit doorway, watching with a casual air. Outside, Rock called out commands to the other bridgemen. Kaladin had been working on battle formations. Nothing will work. It would be construed as practice for bridge carrying, but he was actually training them to obey orders and rearrange themselves efficiently.
You are around, but I will try my best to carry on without you like you've done. Though I'm lost and out of breath, I will carry on without you like you've done. But I'm not over you. I'm not over you. I'm not over you. My heart belongs to you. I'm not over. I'm trying to see it your way, to figure out why you left. I know that I have done some things I do regret, and I don't blame you for leaving. I might have done the same, but it doesn't make it easier anyway. Now I'm falling down. I can get myself to focus when you are around. But I will try my best to carry on without you like you've done. Though I'm lost and out of breath, I will carry on without you like you've done. But I'm not over you. Not over you. I'm not over you.
I knew Sadius would betray him. I knew it. 100 pages left. And Sander Lynch has begun. So what I think is happening is that Kaladin is gonna escape and join Dalinar's army once he saves them, because he's a good man. Good man. And I think that's what book 2 is going to be up. He's going to learn more about. I think that's what's happening. I just still can't get over. I knew he was bad. Oh my god. 75 more pages. Nope, 85 more pages. Okay, let's figure out what Dalinar is doing now.
Stumbled back, having just set the bridge in place, and found himself gaping with the rest of Bridge 4. Kaladin exploded with energy.
This was a pattern. She often saw patterns in things. In this case, the pattern was that she could never possess anything of value for long.
Damn
It was always snatched from her.
serious. I swear to God, if I have to wait for book 2, for Navani to know that Dalinar is okay, I'm gonna lose my shit. Because I cannot read that book right now. It's way too big. We're about to see some revenge. Dalinar. I'm so excited. This interlude hit me again.
Time takes a toll on everyone, they say. Time is merciless, it won't wait for us to change. Time, I am stressing out, I can't figure out what to say. Oh, time, just give us time. Time, looking back on pictures, and I find it hard to see you and myself in places where we used to be. Oh, time, we got older, babe, and I wanna stay with you. Don't got time for games. Now what you wanna do? Tell me now if you will go with me all the way. Every night, every day, promise we'll never change. Are you gonna love me? Love me with my flaws and all. Will we be enough, babe? Promise me we'll never fall. Time took a toll on us, I'll say.
I mean, what is there to say? I'm not even done. I still have a whole other part. I still have 40 pages left. And I'm dumbfounded. This book is so good. Oh my god. This last scene of part 4. When Dalinar comes in, waging war against his own nephew, being like, I told you, you listen to me, respect your elders. Oh my god. And then the whole monologue of him being like, what happened? Like, no, I know my purpose. I know what must be done now to unite them and end this war. I'm like, yes. Oh, this Sanderland hit me hard. And there's still 40 pages left. And all the characters are in there. Oh wait, no. Kaladin's not in there. Intriguing. I guess I better finish. See what else this avalanche has in for us. The whiplash I'm having. I was going and I was like, what's Shallan doing? Like, why? This is so random. Like, we just had the battlefield. And then all of this with Shallan and Yasna? Well, I'm happy for Shallan. I didn't want her to get taken away to, throw her studies away. That was really a part that really annoyed me. So I'm happy that was eradicated. No. Fixed? No. We're back to Zeth's son. Not me feeling bad for Zeth's son Villano. What? Oh my god. Sanderson just knows how to pack the end of a book with plot twist after plot twist. Conflict is set up for book 2, and I can see it in my closet right there. I can see it. We're making eyes. It says pick me up, but I know, oh my god, I can't. I need to pace myself. And Tara, I love his name. It sounds so, Michael Kramer really tickles the eardrums when he says it. Taravangium, that king. But Yasna is working right there. Yasna is working right there. It's like, what? 20 pages left.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love.
I'm shook. Goddamn Brandon Sanderson did it again. He did it again. I need to collect my thoughts. Yeah, I need to collect my thoughts. And then we'll discuss this tomorrow. But like, oh, I love that man. I'm gonna go eat food because I'm starving. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Maybe tonight. I don't know. And it's very fitting and ironic. And it's been thundering like that whole last 30 pages I was reading. Storm Lords. Alrighty, so the time has come to review The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Oh lordy, was she phenomenal. I'm so like jaw-dropped at everything that happened in it. I was thinking about like, it felt like so much happened. Or no, it felt like so much didn't happen in the length of pages, but it wasn't slow. Like, I feel like we didn't get through many like days or like events, but like it wasn't in the way that it dragged on. I think the only thing that like really confused me was the whole lashing thing that Zeth's son Milano does, but I think in the later books it will clear up. I'm not too worried about that. That Sanderland really got me. That man, what a man knows how to write a Sanderland. I was expecting it to happen. That's why like I was putting off reading the last bit because I knew it was coming. And I just wasn't ready to like invest time to read 200 pages. But it was so worth it. So yeah, I'm happy I read it. I'm more than happy. I'm so excited. I loved this book. I loved it so much. I loved the relationship between Dalinar and Adelan. Kaladin's like wave of despair into like triumph, into despair, into triumph again. I loved Syl. what I realized is I love a compatriot, a companion, but like not a person. Like I was thinking about it, like Syl I loved, and then, well, I don't know if that's a companion, but like Rocky in Project Hail Mary, fantastic. But I don't know if that would be considered a companion, because that was kind of like a character. Either way, it still counts. So I can't wait for the next book to see where it goes. If you made it this far, you should read it yourself if you haven't, and don't be intimidated by the 1,000 pages, because it's a lot, but it's not super heavy. Like there are, like, it's a fantastical world, there's fantastical objects and such, but it's not to the point where it takes you out of the story. You're trying to figure it out. That, or that's because I read it with the audiobook, and that, I mean, I think I'm just like, audiobooks is where it's at for me. I think I just come to that conclusion that I have to read things with audiobooks. That's The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Whew. Although this whole time I was reading, I was trying to figure out where this cover came from, like what part of the book that was in, and I still don't know if I figured it out. I think there was one moment where it looked familiar to me. Like the scene in the book looked familiar to the cover, but I don't know about that one. But yeah, the next one is going to be so exciting because now Dalinar and Kaladin are teamed up together. Kaladin has his own squad. He's back into like leader. He's going to be taking some control, learning more about the Stormlight and the Radiance, the Night's Radiance, something like that, which is going to be so interesting. And then Dalinar is all like, I'm done fighting, but we're going politics, and I love politics. And then Shallan's discovery at the end of being like, I think my father was a part of these people that Yasna is trying to bring down. And I'm like, oh shit! Oh. Which was so good. But yeah, I can't wait. So 5 stars. Brandon Sanderson did it again. And now I'm like, do I hit up this Words of Radiance? Even though I'm going back to work Wednesday. Interesting. Well, only time will tell. Only time will tell. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching if you're still here. I don't know how long it is. I need to edit this. If you made it this far, leave an orb. I'm sure there's like an orb emoji. Or like a shard. Let's leave the armor, because you know they talk about the shard plate a lot. Leave like the armor emoji down below. Or tell me how you're doing. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful day. And hopefully, I think this has successfully put me back into a reading drive. I'm already filming a new reading vlog. Started before this one. So I'm very excited. I think I'm back into reading, which is very an opportune time because of work, but I digress. I'm going to wrap this video up instead of still talking. But yeah, like and subscribe, I guess, if you care. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, which won't be a year apart. We're 6 months. Yeah, see you then.